Alright, what's going on, everybody? This is Best in the Borough with another gameplay commentary. And on this one, I wanted to kind of discuss a couple different things. Firstly, I wanted to talk about maybe trying to do a new little series where I do what I'm playing today. Because day to day, it changes. I mean, of course, with something like Modern Warfare 3 out right now, that's kind of a staple in my gaming repertoire. But I always like to mix something else in there. I play a lot of Geometry Wars Evolved 2. I just went and got a new game today. It's what is that? Superbike World Championship. It's actually a pretty cool little racing game. The graphics are pretty good as far as the gameplay graphics go, but as far as like the I don't know, the screens, the kind of layout setup of it, it's kind of a little arcadey and a little lacking pixels, but you know, it makes up for it in the gameplay. So I mean, that's what you're paying for and want to play anyway. And moving on, because this is a quick video, it's a kill confirmed on Hard Hat. My final KD is 35-6. And what I wanted to discuss today was lobbies and leaderboards and all that fun stuff that's associated with the online experience. And what brings this up is I was in a free-for-all, I don't know, in the last week or two. I joined a lobby, and there was a guy, he was talking a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm not ranked that high in free-for-all, but my KD's pretty great. I mean, it's like a 1 1/4. So, you know, it's not too bad. And he proceeds to talk junk after I just won the first match I was in the lobby. And I'm like, you know, you're being a little ridiculous. You're a little... You need to play your position and know your role, basically. So he proceeded to continue talking junk, and I told him, I said, it looks like you're in need of a good ass whooping, so I'm going to stick around and give it to you. And I proceeded to beat him, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 matches in a row. And in the beginning of every match, I wasn't starting out real strong, and he proceeded to talk smack for the first half of the match. And this happened for every one of the games, and every one of them I won. So finally I just had enough of it and I left. But, getting back to the subject at hand, I think a lot of people that don't have enjoyable experiences on Modern Warfare 3 or a lot of first-person shooters, it's because you get into a bad lobby. Maybe you don't have a good connection based on who the host is because of your relative proximity to them, and you know, you're going to be laggy. That's just the case. So what you need to do is you just need to back out. I mean, a lot of people think that's a bad thing to do and stuff. I mean, yeah, rage quitting isn't good because, you know, you're not really playing it to the end. And there's a lot of matches where I start off poorly and I finish having a good game and it ends up being fun and my team wins. So, you know, you should never give up. But, you know, if it's a recurring problem, you played in the same lobby for, you know, a few rounds now and you continue just shooting straight on somebody and not even getting a hit marker, you need to back out of the room. You need to leave. And, you know, the lobby leaderboard, the whole setup there, it's for a purpose. It's so you can look and see how good your competition is and see if you want to maybe stick around for that match. You might be playing against somebody that's ranked in the top 20 or top 100 in the world. High likelihood they probably are good. You know, there is also the likelihood that they are cheaters. And that they've glitched it or some other means of manipulation to make themselves look good, because in actuality they're not. But, you know, it's just one of those things. You got to take it how it is, and that's why the ESRB or whatever, it says the online experience is not rated. It's because you can't rate something that is controlled by mass public. I mean, it's kind of like the whole SOPA and PIPA and all that crap where they're trying to censor and kind of govern over the internet. I personally think that's a bad idea. I mean, it's about as smart as, you know, Google and some other websites, Wikipedia. I'm not sure who all participated in it, but they did a blackout yesterday to kind of show their hesitation, or I guess their standpoint against it, that they weren't a fan of it and weren't looking forward to it. But, you know, it is what it is. I personally, I look at the lobby leaderboards a lot. I don't necessarily let somebody's ranking or even their KD or, you know, whatever the stat it is that it keeps in different game types, most of the time I don't let that affect me. I'll play the first round, see what's happening, and, you know, if there's some BS going on, I back out. But, you know, some people, they join a room, and before they even notice if it's a party of people or if it's, you know, somebody that's really good at the game, they proceed to start talking smack. And then, you know, so the first thing I tell them is, you know, just stick around for the end of the game. Don't quit. Because most of those people, they start off talking a bunch of shit, and they quit early. So, you know, stick in the game, stay to the end, see what happens. You never know. Another commentary from Best in the Borough. I do appreciate you watching. The buttons are on the bottom. Be sure to click. I do appreciate all my subscribers. Be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks.